Hello, good people. Bruce Raisch here with another preventative COVID safety tip. Yes, I am taking my own advice and I'm grilling tonight, yeah. But tonight's subject is gloves. This is a difficult one. And here's one thing a lot of people start to do. You take off your first glove and here, I'm going to take off my glove. You just contaminated your clean hand. You've got to get underneath and you've got to peel. Get the glove off. Ta-da! Now, later on, maybe you have these at your door to pick those things up when you... And I'm not going to do that with and then put this on my barbecue tonight. But then again, you should have a bag or a can at the door anyway to put these gloves in. And that's all you're going to do is just drop that in there and voila. Also, if you had a disposable mask. Now, I recommend you take off the gloves before you take off the mask. Come on, you want to get anywhere near your face with those gloves? So you take your clean hands to take the mask off. In the Army, the gloves were almost always the last thing you took off. For us now in this, most times it could be the first thing you take off. Most of us aren't taking off the boots or the goggles. If you are, well then you do have to keep the gloves on until the end. Now, if you live in a rural area, here's an obvious tip, and that you're already doing on your own. You always just take the bag with the gloves and mask, and you toss it in your burn barrel. Good way to get rid of any germs in any pandemic. And then there was there's a good substitute. And these gloves don't matter because I'm not using them for anything, just for demonstration. But lots of times, the kitchen gloves. In this case, they're reusable. You can wash them and use them over and over again. So maybe you're having a hard time finding these disposable gloves, but you can use these as a substitute. Also, another thing about any of this stuff, it's hot to use in the summer. No way around that. Okay, I got a lot more responses, and somebody was saying, well, what's the problem with Kansas and Nebraska? I forgot to use the word wind. Barbecuing in Kansas and Nebraska really is a challenge. I remember the first time trying to season a steak with just meat tenderizer, and I kept getting closer, and it just kept going that way. The only solution was to pick up the steak, season it like this, turn the steak over, season it like this. So yeah, Nebraska, Kansas, lots and lots of wind for your picnic. So kind of hard to use those styrofoam cups and paper plates there. You're going to weigh them down, I don't know, with that tire I talked about. Well, in the meantime, till next time, you all take care.